Where were we? Okay, we were talking about how Japan is so not convenient. Like, okay,
Japan is the most.
okay,
Well, Japan is the most convenient and amazing country in the world until
Yeah.
it actually matters.
until it actually matters.
For,
Like,
for example, like
Uh-huh.
online banking. There is no fucking online banking in Japan.
there's
Nothing.
Dude,
like if you want to apply for online banking, a lot of the times you have to apply using paper forms and snail mail.
it doesn't make any sense.
And it's just like, yeah, we're amazing. Look, we can do all this CGI stuff, but
Yeah,
as soon
right.
as you want to
Look-
actually access the real money you have in your account,
Good luck.
you have nothing. It's like if you are gonna come to Japan, make sure you get an actual Japanese phone. I
Oh my
made the
God, yeah.
completely wrong decision and I got my English phone
Wrong.
with a
Look at you.
Japanese pocket
Wrong.
Wi-Fi.
Wrong.
And the
Actually,
pocket
I'm still
Wi-Fi
doing
is
that now,
fine.
actually.
And I can call, but it charges because it goes all the way to England and comes back again.
Oh, that's how you do it?
Yeah.
Nah.
So the problem I had was that my new company then needed a phone number
Yeah.
because they call me if they need me for emergency
Yeah.
purposes. And I don't have one. So I was like, okay, fine, I will get a Japanese SIM card because finally, only recently they've started to come out with these Japanese SIM cards.
Okay.
So I go to this company. I'm like, okay, well, I really want Japanese SIM card. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So we go through the entire process. It takes like almost an hour, and they're like, so, what's your credit card number? And I'm like, I don't have a credit card. And they're like, oh, no credit card, no SIM card. I'm like,
And you need a,
okay,
now you need a credit
fine.
card.
Well, I've got a cash card. Oh no, it has to be a credit
Yeah, okay,
card.
wait,
Do you
wait.
have a Western one?
Wait. First of all, before we go any further, just because people are like, cash card. First of all, in Japan, instead of, okay, in America, and probably in England too, when you open up an account, they give you, whether it's a checking or a savings account, they give you a card, which is usually a debit card. Sometimes it doubles as a debit, or it doubles as a credit card. It goes both ways, right? Debit, it's like it's actually taking the money out of the account that's there. For credit too, but it works like credit. I guess it helps you build credit while in a safer way. Japan, they're like, no. We're just gonna give you one card that you can only use it to take money out. That's all you can do. Like so,
Even
and
if you go to a supermarket, you can't.
you
take
can't
money
use
out
it.
with
There's no barcode on the
ATMs
back.
only.
ATMs only. So you have to always take money out of an ATM, which is always great because you know what ATMs do here? They close. They close at a certain time. Banks, like
Well,
okay.
they close on a certain day that you didn't realize until the actual day. It's
Yes.
like, hey, I'm gonna go out drinking and I've got like, I don't know, let's say $10.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, shit, you're not allowed to get any money out because we're closed today. And you're
Oh
like,
my
what
god,
the
like
hell
no
am I
joke,
supposed to do now?
no joke. I literally, why do I want to say literally? Like it wasn't gonna be literal. I went to the bank, literally, at about 8 p.m. on a Sunday night. And of course the bank was closed. I didn't expect the bank to be open, but the whole thing was shut down. The whole, like, the ATMs, you go there and it's like, sorry, it's not 8 operation hours. It's 8 p.m. I don't care if it's a Sunday, even on a weekend.
It's receipt and everything. And you're
Yeah,
just like, nothing.
it's like nothing. Wrong. You think you're getting money? Wrong.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's so, like, Japan is convenient. Okay, well, let's go over the convenient things about Japan. The trains, I guess.
Trains are good.
Okay, what's convenient? And then, okay, what's convenient about the trains? The convenient thing about the trains is that the trains are always on time, as long as no one jumped on the tracks. And I really mean that. As long as no one jumped on the tracks, it's not an exaggeration. People do sometimes jump on the tracks, right? Or there's no, or the weather isn't too bad. They're pretty much on time. But what does suck is, you know, if you're on a Great Line, they're on time. If you go, like, move a little bit outside of, like, Tokyo to the bit more
It's not
country
I don't
areas.
have any problems with the trains, to
You
be
would?
honest.
Well, nor do I usually, but you know, it depends on where you are. Like everywhere, every train does that though. Like depending on where you are, the trains are more frequent. But trains are pretty cool.
Customer service is really good.
Okay, okay, we're talking about convenient or good.
Good.
Good, actually, because convenient. Oh my, like I remember
It's a
trying.
little strange.
Like I remember trying to do my pocket Wi-Fi stuff, have my friend set it up for me, and he wouldn't do it because in Japan, just the idea of him acting like he was me, he was like, oh my god, I can't do that. I was like, dude, just tell him your name is blah 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 blah, the Blue Ninja. He's like, I can't tell him my name is the Blue Ninja. I don't sound like the Blue Ninja. And I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter what you sound like. Just give him all of my information correctly. It took him, he's Japanese, he understood everything they said. It took him about 20 minutes to finally get through their firewall. Imagine how long it would take me not even understanding like half because they use all the extra vocabulary. Like, oh my
One
god.
thing that I don't like about their customer service is how unforeigner friendly they are. Because, although their face is friendly, when they're speaking to you and you obviously don't know Japanese fluently, they will speak to you in the super, super polite Japanese, which you never really learn, first of all, so you have no idea what the hell they're talking about. And they're just like machine gunning you with Japanese. And you're just like, I have no idea what the hell are you on about. And a lot of this happens at a city hall where you need to change your residence card, or they're asking you about your damn pension, or if you go to immigration, which is, immigration is where foreigners go to get their visa and all the other shit done. But does anyone speak English? No, of course they don't. Everyone speaks Japanese to you, and you're just looking at them like, you what now?
Yeah.
So that's one thing, like where we live right now is like there's a lot of foreigners, but you'd think the city hall would at least have one person who speaks English, but there's no one. Like I asked, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, there's no one here." I'm like, why isn't there? There should be at least someone who can understand English, because not everyone speaks Japanese.
Yeah, like for me, like for me and my viewers, you guys should know this. Like I'm a big stickler on, I don't want to be spoken to in English. Like that's my thing. I want to try. I want to try Japanese. So I don't even blame people for not having someone, but I definitely understand. Like it's because sometimes it's not easy to try to freaking get your point across in Japanese. There's so much vocabulary, and you get nervous, and you forget the words you do know. And so those times aren't too bad. The English thing, it doesn't bother me so much, but I definitely feel you, because today when I was at City Hall, I was like, oh, please someone speak English to me, so I can just get in and get out. Because it's more stress for you. But I mean, those stuff are, those are the simple inconveniences. The money stuff, the big thing. The fact, like I said, there's no online banking.
Is the big thing.
No online banking.
The next thing was like, well, okay, so I need to get myself a Japanese credit card.
Credit. Oh yeah, credit cards.
The best way for a lot of foreigners to get a credit card is to go to one of the really big malls in Japan. Aeon Mall. And everyone says that Aeon Mall will give credit cards to people as long as you have a certain amount of things. So okay, so I went to Aeon Mall and to get this credit card through Aeon Mall. And so I went through the entire process, and the woman was really nice, and she could speak some English, so I could understand some of it. And then she was like, okay, so please write down your phone number. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't have a Japanese phone number. And she was like, oh, well, if you don't have a Japanese phone number, I don't think you'll be able to get one. I'm like, well, why not? And they're like, well, they will call you to find, to check some details to make sure it's definitely you that they're speaking to. And I was like, well, I've got a Western one, so you can technically call it, but it would have to be an international call. And they're like, don't think we can do international calls. So I do it anyway, and then later I get a postcard saying, I'm sorry, it didn't work, in super polite Japanese, basically, fuck you, kind of idea.
F you!
Yeah, basically. So I was like, okay, so what am I going to do? I tried this, I was like, well, if I give you my friend's phone number, she lives in the same share house as me. If you call, she'll come to me with the phone. Oh no, it has to be your phone number. But it can't be my phone number. But it has to be yours. But it can't be my number.
Yeah.
So we did try it with her. We went in there and just pretended it was mine.
Yeah.
And I still got a postcard through saying, I'm sorry, it's not going to work out. And they didn't even call her, which was very strange. So I was like, well, okay, Aeon Mall, fuck you.
There's so many F-bombs on my channel tonight.
Yes. Because this is how annoying it is. For me, because it's taken me almost a year to do this.
No,
so then I went to my bank.
Guys, I can't talk. She's look how frustrated she is.
I went to my bank and I was like, I need a debit card. And they're like, okay. So I signed all this stuff and I filled out all the forms in total Japanese. I was so proud of myself.
Debit card, huh?
Yeah.
How hard? By the way, how hard is it? It's not even.
It's not that difficult to get a debit card.
But it's not that easy as it should be.
I did this at the beginning of January because bank is only open when I'm working, so obviously it was my day off and it wasn't a holiday, so it was open, so I went in and did it. And then by the end of the month I still had got nothing, and it should have taken 10 working days. So eventually my friend called up the bank, and they sent her through to another part of the credit card, like debit card system. And we found out the reason why they hadn't sent it to me is because they tried to call me to get some details correct, but they couldn't call me because I had no bloody phone. So, luckily, because we were on the phone at the time, we just gave all the details through her.
at that
She just
time.
pretended to be me, and I was just feeding
Is she
her
Japanese?
the information. No, American.
Her Japanese is pretty good then.
It's not bad, yeah. We're just like fumbling our way through.
Oh
all
my
the
god,
Japanese
hold on, wait, pause. You know what it reminds me of? Like, this is funny. I did the same thing when I was in America. My friend who finally pretended to be me, I convinced him and I explained to him how difficult it would be for me to go through the process. And he agreed, he did it. And the funniest thing, like I wrote down all this various information I thought they would need, and he would read it kind of slowly, but he would read it. And then at one point he just says to the person, please wait. And Jackie's like, please wait. And he looks at me, he's like, when were you born? So apparently the person's like, oh sir, what's your birthday? And he's like, please give me 1 second. He's like, yo, I'm sorry, I have to look it up. Yo, I was like,
That doesn't sound sketchy at all.
it didn't sound sketchy at all, but I was like, yo, it's so good listening to it in Japanese, because Japanese is so polite. Sumimasen, chotto.
But anyway, we did this like 2 weeks ago. Long story short, it arrived today, and I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
today?
Yeah, it arrived today.
Congratulations.
It's literally sitting on my desk right now. So I am going to get it, and I'm going to hopefully get a SIM card tomorrow. And if they won't let me, and if they say you need a credit card, then I'm just going to kill someone, and you'll see me in jail.
Oh, well, that's okay. Well, but in jail you won't need a debit card, so boom, in jail space.
It's not so bad then. I could do that.